Okay, coaches, this is our family game night session. So, what we're going to do for this one is you're basically going to throw your normal training teams out the window. So, rather than staying in your own teams here, you're going to gather everybody up, split them into even teams, so that way you can play a couple of games and then rotate fields and everybody can just play. So all you're going to do tonight is you're going to play a few rounds of this 1v1 switch and expand game, and then a few rounds of light another candle. So once you've played a round of switch and expand, one team will keep the field, other teams will move, so you'll just be rotating the teams around so everybody will get to play some different opponents. So you'll play 2 or 3 games of switch and expand, then you'll play 2 or 3 games of light another candle. So I will explain 1v1 switch and expand first. So here is how this works. I've put big purple dots on the board. I've tried to make them big enough to see. Hopefully you can see them. These are just cones. So 2 teams here, a blue team and a red team. Each team needs 1 ball. So 1v1. So here's how this works at the start. The blue team is scoring here. The red team is scoring there. So you as the coach will say 3, 2, 1, go. At the same exact time, this red player will come dribbling their ball out. This blue player will come dribbling their ball out. Now what they have to do is they have to dribble around this cone and then fire a pass backwards to their teammate, right? Now, all this player has to do is just try to dribble down here and score. All this player has to do is try to dribble down there and score, right? But once this blue player has delivered the ball to their teammate here to go try to score, and this red player has done the same, they then, right, come and defend, okay? So now it's a 1v1, right? So it's 2 separate 1v1 games. So what will happen is 2 separate 1v1 games. If this game is over first, right, these ones are still playing 1v1. Obviously, if this red player plucks it, they can go try to score as well, but it's 2 separate 1v1s. But once this ball is away, either in the back of the net or out of bounds, these 2 don't leave the field. They immediately run down here and try to make this a 2v2. Now, this game continues again until the ball either goes out of bounds or is in the back of the net. So even in the 1v1 games, if a goalkeeper makes a save, they're playing, right? Can you get this ball out and help us get down there and score a goal? So once both balls are gone, it just resets, right? The next people in line will go, right? People who've just played will return. They'll trade lines every time, so they're doing different jobs. And then 3, 2, 1, go. Same exact thing, right? You come racing out around that cone as fast as you can, right? You get that ball to your teammate, then you go and defend. 2 separate 1v1s. So each team here, every single round, you've got the opportunity to score 2 goals, right? Maybe this red player gets by and scores, right? And then maybe this player steals the ball. We make it a 2v1, bang, we score. Maybe the red team gets both goals. So you could score 0 goals, 1 goal, or 2 goals in every single round. So again, what you're going to do here is, oops, wrong side. Oh, that was the wrong side. So you're going to have 2 teams on the field. You're going to play this. Since we're doing this everybody together, you'll do this in a time game, right? It'll take a little bit of time to explain it and set it up, but say you'll play this game together for 10 minutes, right? Then blue teams on each field stay put. Red teams move to a new field, find a new opponent. So this blue team will stay put, a new red team will come on, and you'll play again. So you'll do this for a couple of rounds. Now I'll explain light another candle. here is the setup for light another candle. So you will have players. Get rid of these cones now. So you'll have players that start in the middle. The coach, a coach will be in the middle with the balls. You will have goalkeepers in. You need players in the near corner and the far corner. This is also, right, a game that starts off 1v1 that expands. So when the initial ball goes out, right, it's basically just a more advanced get out of here game. When the initial ball goes out, 2 players from the middle, a player from each team, they come out and compete for the ball. But while you are on your own, you are not allowed to score. You must find help. You must light another candle. A candle loses nothing by lighting another candle, right? All that happens is now instead of having 1 candle lit, now you have 2 candles lit. So can you invite your teammates to join into the game with you? Instead of having 1 fire, now you've got 2 fires. Cool. Can you make a bigger fire? So if this blue player wins this ball, they can't go forward. So maybe they can connect here and bring this player on. Now, instead of playing 1v1, the Blues are playing 2v1. Now that they have it as a 2v1, they can go and score if they want to, right? But they could also bring on a third player. Now, it is a 3v1, which hypothetically should make it easier for them to score, right? The red player is still on their own, so they still are not allowed to score a goal. But if they are able to get this ball, right, or if their goalkeeper is able to make a save, where can they go to get help? Bang, bring somebody on. Now it's a 3v2. The Reds are still at a numerical disadvantage, so maybe they want to play through and come back, and now it's a 3v3. This is as high as you can build, so you can only get 1 player out of each corner. You can only get 1 player out of the middle per round. So now again, it is a game, right? It's a 3v3 until the ball goes off the field, either sideline, inline, or the back of the net. Once that ball is out, everybody returns to their line. The coach will immediately send another ball out, and the next 2 will go, and we will see again how this one will build. You cannot go score a goal on your own. You must light another candle first. At the 2v1, all right, you can go and attack if you want, but if the defending team wins the ball, they can bring somebody on, right? So the game starts out 1v1. It could grow, it could expand all the way up to 3v3. So in the 1v1 switch and expand game, it's switching because you're switching from attacking, right, to 1 goal to now you're trying to combine and play with the other one. So it also expands from 1v1 to potentially 2v2. What you're trying to get out of that is how can you help your teammate? Can you help your attacking teammate by dribbling really fast around that cone and playing a good pass so they get and jump? If you can get there faster than this player can, then maybe you can be all over this player before they can get them the ball, right? So there's advantages there. And then obviously, once your 1v1 is done, how fast can you help? How fast can you get down there to make it a 2v2? Some of them are going to be switched on. They're going to get down there and help immediately. Some of them are going to be sleepy and they're going to forget, and their teammates are going to yell at them because they forgot to go and join in and help the 2v2. So these are what you're coaching, right? How can you help your teammate? What are the different ways? And then how fast can you help? And then light another candle. Get your head up and make good decisions. This is a decision-making game. When does it make sense to go and attack? When does it make sense to go and defend? What you'll see, to go and get more help. What you'll see lots of times is there will be a player pinned in a corner like this, looking right here at somebody where they could play, and they will try to turn, and they'll try to turn, and they'll try to turn, and they'll try to turn, and eventually they'll get that ball stolen. And the easy coaching point is, hey, you're looking at a teammate right there. Light that candle, right? Make your fire bigger. Invite them into the game with you. Just take the simple option. You're looking at them, they're right there. And this player should be calling for that ball as well, right? You're there to help. Make sure they know that you are there to help. So use your voice. You're a good player. Be confident. Demand to come on. So that is your entire session for family game night. So split into even teams, and this is all you're doing all night. You're going to play, a few rounds of 1v1 switch and expand, and then a few rounds of light another candle. By the time you've broken them out into teams, all right, have taught and explained how this game works and played a couple rounds, have taught and explained how this game works and have played a couple rounds, you will easily have exhausted your entire hour, and it should be a ton of fun. Enjoy.